Hey, what's up, YouTube viewers? Guess who's here? Chilling in the whip. You already know. It's Ravenous Rafael, dog. The Simplified Rapper. Guess what I got for y'all tonight? Whipping up some Macdonald. Yeah. And the song that I'm going to react to is called I Can't Sleep. And boy, the song called I Can't Sleep, it just really sounds interesting to me, because I struggle with sleep too at night. I do. I don't go to bed early. And some of y'all old cats out there are probably just like, oh, well, that's because you a young cat, man. You was a young cat. You still got a lot of energy running through your veins. So, that's why you be up late. Nah, man, I've always had this issue. I'm not the type of person that can just lay down and then fall asleep within 10 to 30 minutes. No, it takes me a couple hours of just laying down to finally fall asleep. Unless I'm freaking extremely exhausted from lack of sleep. That's the only time I'm gonna be able to fall asleep within 10 to 20 minutes. So yeah, this song just really interests me. And it was a suggestion. I don't think I've ever heard it. So I don't know what to expect. With the lyrics pulled up, here we go. You ready to peep this shit out with me? Yeah, let's get it. All right.
I've been running out of different ways to pass time. The devil's work is done by idle hands, and I've been bored since last night. Jump into the whip and start to drive like it's my last ride. Looking for a bridge where I can crash, see if I can't fly. Hit my head against the wall till I got black eyes. Sitting on the sofa drinking soda, watching plants die. It's stupid, but I'm scared that I might lose it, and I can't cry. The devil smells the tears and he...
Alright. I've been running out of different ways to pass time. The devil's work is done by idle hands, and I've been bored since last night. Wow. That's deep. Jump into the whip and start to drive like it's my last ride. In the whip. Looking for a bridge where I can crash, see if I can fly. Hit my head against the wall till I got black eyes. Sitting on the sofa drinking soda, watching plants die. These lyrics are fire, man. I'm stupid, but I'm scared that I might lose it. And I can't cry. I gotta rewind it a little bit. I was trying to fucking pause it, but the stupid touchpad was not fucking sensing my touch. So I was trying to stop it way sooner. Let me just rewind it all the way to the beginning. Come on. Alright. And I like how he's playing the guitar, man. That's freaking cool. Come on.
Devil's work is done by idle hands, and I've been bored since last night. Jump into the whip and start to drive like it's my last ride. Looking for a bridge where I can crash, see if I can't fly. Hit my head against the wall till I got black eyes. Sitting on the sofa drinking soda, watching plants die. It's stupid, but I'm scared that I might lose it, and I can't cry. The devil smells the tears, and he been chilling here, don't ask why. The garbage can been full and hella pizza boxes stacked high. Hit the Ativan and now I'm anxious on my damn mind. Got 80 grand in clothing, a couple chains, and a rad life. But all I'm really after was happiness. Money can't buy. I'm stressing every second to drop a record. My fans puking from the pressure. I'm throwing up like some gang signs. I'm standing on a mountain that an average man can't climb, waiting for an avalanche or landslide. I can't sleep. I'm out of my head.
Okay, so this whole first verse, for some of it, he sounds suicidal. I mean, come on, looking for a bridge where I can crash, see if I can fly. That sounds suicidal, man. And he's really just like describing how he can't sleep right now. He hasn't really addressed what's causing him to lose sleep yet. So I'm gonna stay tuned. But so far, I love the rhyme scheme. I love the bars. You know, like the flow's not crazy or anything. I've heard crazier flows by this guy, but I just love the mood that he's setting in this song. It really fits the vibe of the name of the song. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right.
That an average man can't climb, waiting for an avalanche or landslide. I can't sleep, I'm out of my head, I'm losing my mind and no one understands.
All right.
Oh, and I can't breathe, I'm over the edge, I'm dying inside, I'm afraid how this might end. Oh, and I'm running out of ways to fight the bad thoughts, I can't stop. Cigarettes are filling up the empty cans and plant pots. I tried to keep my demons locked away with chains and padlocks. They found a way to break out of the cage and they won't back off. Every day I call my parents, me, my mom and dad.
Yeah, first of all, I'm just gonna be honest really quick. I didn't really like that hook. That hook was kind of boring. I mean, it was catchy, you know, and I could see myself singing along with it if I'm listening to the song. But it just wasn't my favorite by him, you know. I didn't really like that hook too much. It was alright. It was alright. But what he's saying over here, I try to keep my demons locked away with chains and padlocks. They find a way to break out of the cage and they won't back off. First of all, padlocks, back off. That's cool, man. See that rhyme there? Those rhymes? He rhymed with padlock using back off. Those vowel sounds. Because locks and off, they don't rhyme, but they share the same vowel sound. You know? And then pad and back, those would be assonance rhymes. Pad and back, because they share the same vowel sound, but they don't share the same consonants, which is the ending letters. So they still rhyme, even though they don't really sound like they rhyme and they have the same matching vowel sounds. Technically they still rhyme. So yeah, that's just breaking it down about the rhymes. But I could totally relate to that about the demons. You know, they found a way to break out of the cage and they won't back off. You know, like, I used to deal with that too. Everybody's got their own demons. You know, for me, my demons was addiction, and I overcame those demons. Thank you, Lord, for delivering me from those demons. And that is why I give God all the praise. Yeah, let's get it. Let's get more into the song here.
Cage and they won't back off. Every day I call my parents, me, my mom and dad talk. I tell them that I'm fine, but it all changes when I hang up. There's whiskey in the cupboard, I've been trying to keep my hands off. It's calling to me every day like, come on Tom, let's have shots. Mansions in my head, I hop the fence into the backyard, looking through the windows at all the rooms that my past haunts. Filling up my laptop with last words and chat logs. There's ashes on my mattress cause I smoke until I crash hard. Think I lost my mind, I'm trying to find it in these sad songs. I'm following my footprints but the tracks stop. Fighting with the devil, but he didn't think I'd last long. But I ain't backing down, I'ma stand strong. I can't sleep.
Yeah, so basically, in the second verse, you know, like, he is getting a lot deeper into the whole meaning of why he can't sleep. why he can't sleep, He's still having thoughts of, what he was saying there. It's calling to me every day like, come on, Tom, let's have shots. I don't know how long he's been in recovery when he wrote this song, but I ain't gonna lie to you, like, I still get tempted sometimes. I do. I mean, like, I'm about to be 4 years in recovery, and it does get easier with time. It does. But the battle's never over. Or I should say the war is never over. Not the battle. The war is never over. You're still going to be tempted sometimes. I barely get tempted at all anymore. And when I do get tempted, on a scale of 1 to 10, the temptation's like a 1. It doesn't even faze me. God delivered me from that shit. But my first couple years in recovery, it wasn't that easy. It wasn't. And I'm not trying to sit here on like some like high tote or anything like that, like, oh, I got this. Like I'm never gonna get tempted again. This shit ain't ever gonna faze me again. I don't wanna like be too confident, because what does 1 Corinthians chapter 10 verses 11 through 12 say? Or 11 or verses 12 through 14, something like that. It says something along the lines of, so when you think you are standing firm, be careful that you don't fall. It's a lot of meaning behind that. So when you think you are standing firm, be careful that you don't fall. And then God also goes along saying that you will be tempted, but he will not allow you to be tempted beyond what you can bear. The Lord is always going to provide a way out of your temptation. There's always a way out. So, yes, when you're in your addiction and it just seems impossible and you just need to get your next fix, like you're gonna die if you don't get it, you still have a choice. You still have a choice. You're not like a robot that can't control yourself. There's always hope. And going back to, so when you think you are standing firm, be careful that you don't fall. It's just like, I've been through the cycle of a bunch of times where I try getting clean and then I relapse, go on another run, get clean, and then I relapse, go on another run. I've been through that cycle a bunch of times. And I remember like the last few times I tried getting clean before I last relapsed, or before my last couple runs, those last few times I tried getting clean, I stayed clean for like a couple months, 3 months, and I would go to NA meetings and stuff like that. And me only having like 1-2 months clean, I'm already trying to like give advice to other people that are not as far into recovery as I am. I mean, I never even really recovered. I was only like 1-2 months clean, but I'm still over here trying to help out other people that are struggling with the same things that I did. And I think that I'm standing firm, and that's exactly when I fell. So yeah, that scripture that I brought up, that's one of my life scriptures. It's one of the things that I live by, that I will never, ever, ever forget. You can't ever let your head get too big on how much clean time you have. Because really, yes, it feels good to have so much clean time. But at the same time, the war is never over. It's never going to be over. Recovery is a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle commitment that you got to stay committed to. Alright, I think I did enough talking. Sorry, y'all. I totally rambled on there for a long time. I just had a lot to say about that. You know, Tom Macdonald, he's just... The way I'm taking it, this second verse right here, it sounds like he hasn't been too long in recovery when he wrote this song. Yeah, he was in recovery when he wrote this, but he wasn't in recovery for very long, and he's still having these thoughts keeping him up at night. The internal battles with his demons and his mind. And that's real. That's real.
I'ma stand strong. I can't sleep, I'm out of my head. I'm losing my mind and no one understands. Whoa, and I can't breathe.
By the way, Tom Macdonald, I do understand. At least one person understands. You can count on that. And I'm sure a lot of other people understand too. But, and I'm sure you know that, Tom Macdonald. But, you know, you're just expressing how you feel. And a lot of people feel like that too. Like nobody else just understands. Nobody else understands me or the way I am or what I'm going through. Nobody else understands. We tend to make it the worst on ourselves. We tend to act like, you know, oh, the world's coming to an end. Ain't nobody else got it worse than me. That's just a natural thing that us humans do.
Over the edge, I'm dying inside. I'm afraid how this might end. Whoa. My mind is racing. I'm going crazy. I wanna hide in my bed. I think that maybe something can save me, but I don't know what that thing is.
Wow.
I can't sleep, I'm out of my head, I'm losing.
I can definitely relate to that right there. I think that maybe something can save me, but I don't know what that thing is. I was there once too. I was there once too. That's all I've got to say.
My mind and no one understands. Whoa, and I can't breathe. I'm over the edge. I'm dying inside. I'm afraid how this might end. Whoa.
Tom Macdonald, man. This song is real, man. A lot of people go through that shit. A lot of people go through that shit, man. That's real. I got a lot of respect for this song right here. And I guess the hook did grow on me a little bit as I listened to the song more. Still not one of my favorite hooks, though. I've heard better from him. Like, one of my favorite hooks I've ever heard him rap was the one from Hell of It. I already reacted to that song. That was a really nice hook. From Hell of It. He's got plenty of them. He's got plenty of good ones. But anyways, besides that point, I can really relate to this song a whole lot. And I enjoyed this song. I really did. Yeah, man. For sure. You know, and even though I'm like about to be 4 years in recovery, I still can't sleep at night. It's not like I'm struggling or stressing or anything, but I just have a hard time sleeping at night. By the way, if this is like my first video that you're watching, because I've got a bunch of other videos where I mention my addiction too, like, because that's the biggest thing in my life. The biggest battle that I had to overcome was addiction. So I can relate that and pertain that to many things that I hear from songs, because I listen to a lot of real rap. I just listen to rappers that are lyrically inclined. I don't listen to that like baby goo goo gaga bullshit. I don't listen to that kind of shit, man. I'm sorry. But yeah, so I listen to music that's real and where I can relate, you know. And the way that I react by relating. I enjoy breaking down the bars too, whenever I can, the meanings and the rhyme schemes and all that shit. But my primary way of reacting is just to relate to the song, and then when I relate to something, I always like to share a story or an experience to support how I can relate to it, you know. But yeah, I don't think I ever said this one thing that I was trying to say, because I got off track. I was saying earlier, like a minute ago, like, if this is my first video that y'all's watching, because I mentioned this a lot in a lot of my other videos, I was a big meth head. That was my drug of choice, you know. And I'm not blaming my lack of sleep at night on my drug of choice, because I had that problem even before I got into meth, you know. And it did not start out with the meth. My addiction actually started out with marijuana. But yeah, I can totally relate to this song, and I enjoyed it, and that's just how I feel about it, you know. And I know I fucking talked a lot. I tend to get lengthy, but I hope y'all enjoyed this reaction video, you know. And if you actually watched, thanks for watching, and thanks for listening, you know, because I love being able to share my story, you know. And have a good night, y'all. Have a good night. There's okay, yeah, somebody messaged me. Peace.